Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time as always. So, we have a great presentation today. I'm very excited about this carrier, this presenter, some of these new product updates, and a brand new product overall. So, great stuff we're going to dive into. And we just, in fact, confirmed this. The carrier that we're going over today is going to be our latest, newest sponsor at the Levinson Agent Expo. So everyone will get a chance to meet Jamie face to face the night of April 7th and April 8th. So it's going to be a great expo. I hope you're RSVP'd by now. If not, you better do it within the next week or so because we are filling up. There's over 300 RSVPs already in. So please make sure you do that ASAP. And like I said, Jamie's going to be there live. So if you have more questions or want to dive into some strategies, that would be incredible for you and for him, of course, and the carrier. So what we're going to talk about today, make sure your pen and paper is out. Also, use that Q&A box, that question pane. Usually it's on the right-hand side. Number one, we want to hear from you. Comments, good, bad, indifferent. Okay, we create these weekly trainings for you at the end of the day. And if there's something we need to change, we need to hear about it. Okay, so please feel free. Tell us anything that's on your mind. Number two, questions about the products, the carrier, anything for Jamie, myself, Andrew, please ask away. We're going to answer every single one in real time. If we get bombarded, we do have hundreds of agents on here right now. So if we get hit hard, we're going to answer you as soon as we hang up today's webinar. And on top of that, every single participant will get a thank you email by the time we finish here at work. So figure about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, you'll have a thank you email with the contracting, with the incentives, with consumer and agent brochures and marketing. Everything we're talking about will be in that thank you email. If you don't receive it, let us know. That means we have your wrong email address, or maybe it's sitting in your spam folder. So let us know. Just call in and we'll get that straightened out for you. Okay, so a couple things. We try to create these weekly trainings, okay, with the agent in mind. And, I put my agent hat on literally every day, and I try to say to myself, if I was Bob or Shirley out there in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, what would I need to hear about, or what sales strategy, right, would change my year for the better, and how can I supplement my income and help more families? So, obviously we have agents from all over, literally in every city in the country, okay, from all walks of life, from ages 17 to literally in their mid-90s, okay? So we have some agents that work out of a third bedroom and they focus on final expense or maybe term insurance, which is great. And then we have literally financial institutions and banks, right, that focus on retirement planning and tax saving strategies. So the point is, we have to have a little bit for everyone, and we have to provide the sales platform, the technology, and all of the tools, right, for you, so you could sell more product very easily from A to Z. You can literally click on your app, let's say the mobile app or our website, hit a few buttons and run a quote, sign up a client, and print or save the policy, okay, in less than 5 minutes. So it's our job to put all of those pieces together and then handpick the most competitive carriers and products. So when you finally get that door open and speak to the client, you have the absolute best product for that specific situation. And if it means it's a $22 a month 10-year term, or a final expense policy for $32,000, or a $50 million estate planning IUL, you need to feel comfortable and confident that Levinson gave you the best absolute product for that client. So they don't come back to you in a week or in a day and say, Bill, what the hell did you sell me here? Okay, I found a product that's half the price. So we go out, hand pick each carrier, okay, for their specific niche products. Okay, we don't want to have 122 carriers that focus on IUL, right? We want to handpick the top 2 or 3. Well, we did exactly that with today's presentation and this carrier. Okay, and the reason why is I don't care what side of the fence you're on. Okay, if you're focused on the large estate planning cases, kudos to you. If you focus on final expense or small term cases, that's wonderful too. But we all come across that client, right, or prospect, or let's say we get a referral from a grandchild, right, or a son or daughter, whatever the case is. We always need that quick, easy to issue, let's say smaller term case that we want to be in and out and move on to the next big deal. Or we need to have a competitive final expense product, right? That for once is diabetic friendly, where you can still get a level death benefit and not have to go the graded or modified route, right? Or think about this for a minute. Think about a real, true impaired risk term to 100, okay, with three health questions on the application, on the EAP, that's built for your impaired risk clients. That's virtually guaranteed issue. Okay, it's a term to 100 with a 20-year guarantee. I've never seen one before. So these three hot products you're going to hear about are game changers, okay? And no, they're not going to be the $110,000 target Allianz IUL case, okay? But hey, if it's a few grand here, a few grand there, and you're helping these families and clients and you're getting in and out so you can move on to the next case, well, good for you, okay? And let me tell you, a few of these add up quickly. So we all need to focus on today's presentation. And I've never seen products and technology like this from one carrier. Okay, so really, really cool stuff. The term product, this is a brand new product launch you probably haven't seen before. So again, keep your eyes peeled, write down notes. We're going to send out contracting. If you're already appointed with another IMO, let's say, and you say, Bill, I want to get set up with you guys because I want to take advantage of the lead programs and all the great tech that you offer. Okay, no problem. Okay, you might need a release depending on when you've written business last. Okay, but when you transfer, we match or beat your commissions, plus take advantage of cash for contracting. That means when you write your first app, you get $100, or leads for contracting. You pick. Okay, totally up to you. And most of the time, we beat your existing commission rate. So there you have it. All right, let's jump right in. I want to talk about just a few things here before we get started with our feature presentation. So the new mobile app 2.0 is live, launched, ready to go. And let me tell you this, there is no other IMO, BGA, GA, whatever you want to call it, okay, that has anything like this. I know for a fact. Why? Because we use the third-party tech company that provides the mobile apps in our industry. And this is the first time they've built anything like this, and it's free for you. Okay, we're going to send out directions so you can get this loaded on your iPhone or Android. Okay, or even your laptop or iPad, doesn't make a difference. But again, free download. And the way this was built was for our agents, okay, to meet someone in the grocery store or your daughter's basketball game. It doesn't make a difference, where you can, again, run a quote, apply online, instant approval, print, save the policy, or submit a drop ticket or EAP, whatever the case is, and even an underwriting assessment if you have that client that isn't perfectly healthy. So everything you need at your fingertips, instant real-time fashion. You can even check on your case status, okay, and see what our case managers see here in the office. So really cool stuff. Every agent needs to have the mobile app. It even has, and this is just amazing too, an instant direct message feature that's actually added now. In fact, you'll see it on the app, I would say, by next week, but a first ever in this industry. Also, the Bill Levinson Experience podcast, all the training webinars, okay, again, at your fingertips. Let's say you're doing yoga, tonight, or walking the dog around the block, and you say, you know what, I want to listen to one of these podcast episodes with one of their top MDRT agents. Okay, you literally open the app, click play, and boom, it's playing through your ear pods or your headphones, whatever the case is. So you must take in all of this stuff like a sponge so you can learn these little nuggets, okay, and start to put them into play and change the outcome of 2022, okay? It's going to change your year. I'm telling you, we have some very, very successful agents that share secrets, what they're doing. We have one group, they're in their mid-30s, okay? They've been selling over the phone and online before this whole pandemic COVID issue ever came up. They're literally clearing millions and millions of dollars of paid commissions every year. Okay, we do 2 episodes with them. These are just people that you can learn from, okay, and that normally wouldn't share their story, okay? So anyway, it's all there for you. Check it out when you can. Leave a comment on my Facebook page, Levinson and Associates Facebook page, okay? Tell me, hey, I loved episode number 32. I send you the free IUL prospecting book on us. That's simple, okay? As long as you're active with us. Okay, next up, Levinson Agent Expo is around the corner. We're talking, 4 or 5 weeks away now, okay? And again, you better be registered, okay? And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not trying to sound like a sales pitch or anything else. This will be the best Levinson Expo in history, bar none, hands down. Call it what you want. I promise you that. Okay, number one, a great day of networking for you all. You're going to be surrounded by agents that do what you do from all over the country, okay? So again, we have lunch, we have snack time, breaks. It's going to be a great day to network. It's going to be a great day to pick others' brains to say, hey, what's working for you, right? In the middle of Sacramento. Well, I'm in Palm Beach, Florida, okay? So again, meet people. Our keynote speaker, Mary Reed, okay, 5-time best-selling author on distribution solutions. She's our keynote. And keep in mind, right, if you like the way her strategy sounds, okay, think about this for a second. And you say, Bill, right, everybody has a guy or girl that would be perfect for this, okay? Guess what? She will do all of the selling and the heavy lifting for you, and you still make the bulk of the commission. And guess what? The average size case is over $100,000 of paid commission. These are monsters. Okay, I'm telling you, it works. She uses 2 concepts. One is for the more conservative consumer. One's for the younger, more aggressive consumer. She uses a whole life or an IUL. And her strategy is a game changer. If you want to tap into that large case market, okay, but maybe you're not so advanced. Maybe you're focused more on term, final expense. That's okay. Again, she'll do the heavy lifting. She's got a great story to tell. You will see her live April 8th. So again, very excited about this. And look at the premium numbers there. So if you look at the 2 boxes, right-hand side, if you wrote a minimum of $20,000, we give you a free night stay at our beachfront resort, which is right on the sand in South Florida. Okay, starting at $50,000, we pay for round trip airfare and 1 free night at our beachfront resort, and then it goes up from there. It's going to be awesome. And then the night before, for all of the out-of-town guests, we have a dinner that we host with all of our employees, so you'll get to meet them face to face. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful day. We haven't done this in years because of COVID, okay? So that's why, again, bigger, better than ever, and that's why you all should be there. Let's move on to the next slide here. So what's new at Levinson? I'm going to skip around because Jamie has a lot to talk about here today, so I'm not going to mention each bullet, but we'll include this in the thank you email. I am going to skip around a little bit. So today's feature presentation is by Prosperity Life, A- rated, AM Best. We have Jamie, our VP, that's going to dive in. We also have a 10% bonus on all 3 products he's going to talk about. So again, game changer, okay? Advance, no problem. If you qualify, we check off, we sign off, you're in on all 3 products. So Prosperity is going to be one of our core companies for these niche products in 2022. So I'm very excited about it. I said it like 17 times already, and I think you can hear it in my voice. I just love that they fill this gap that no one is really tapped into right now. If you think about it, right? We have a bunch of guaranteed issue stuff, graded stuff, but either, there's reduced commissions or no advance available. There's always like a gray area. And I feel like with these 3 products, there's really not. So I couldn't be any more excited about this. And if you have downline agents, okay, think about this. Another great opportunity, right, to talk about these products with your downline and solidify these relationships into your own agency. It's a game changer. The mobile app, same exact thing. The 411 video just launched. All life and annuity updates. Check that out when you get a chance. We also just put out our social media tip of the month. Kerry's Corner, okay, is his little editorial. We give him every 4 weeks. We give him a chance to share his story back in the 70s and 80s, selling for MetLife and then opening an IMO. You know, I remember when I first started, we had 200-300 agents. Today, there's over 21,000. But we have some great stories to share that a lot of you can relate to. So I think you'll love to see that. A couple other things I want to mention. AIG has a new guaranteed issue product that we are also launching. We have a new term product we're launching on Insure Me Now Direct. We're launching this at the Expo. We have 2 new technology platforms we're launching at the Expo. One is for underwriting, instant underwriting assessments on the fly in real time. You're going to love that. Then we have a electronic requirement platform. So think about you're writing a typical term case with like a Banner Protective, a PAC, a Pru-Life, right? And let's say the agent said, oh, I skydived once when I was 17 years old. Okay, well, guess what? Now they need this hazardous activity supplement form, okay? Well, now you literally click on e-requirement, you press a button, that form electronically gets sent to your client, they fill it out in minutes, they hit the green go button, it goes back to you, us, and the carrier. Boom, the underwriter has everything they need. You'll get an approval, let's say in a few days. You just saved about 2 to 3 weeks of turnaround time. So 2 new technology platforms. It's all free for you, being launched at the Expo. So really cool stuff. And you know by now, right, us here at Levinson, every day we're trying to go out and find what will work for our agents to either speed things up, have the most competitive products, have the best marketing material so you can go blast your name and brand out there and get more prospects to tell your story to, right? We don't look at it like, oh, we just have to give you the best carrier and contract and good luck, you're on your own. We look at this and we take it very serious. We have to provide an entire turnkey marketing and sales platform, not just the products. You can have the best product in the world and be making 282% commission if you don't have the sales tools and technology built around you to open doors to new prospects. It's going to do you no good. So we have to look at this 2 ways, and we do exactly that. You're going to learn more at the Expo. Andrew, let's dive right in to today's presentation. Enough of my ranting. We have Mr. Jamie Leon, our VP with Prosperity Life. Jamie, you there, buddy?
I'm here. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you. We appreciate it.
All righty. Well, again, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for letting me jump on the call here today and introduce some new products that we have coming out of the Prosperity Life Group. The first one we're going to talk about today is the Family Freedom Term. It's a brand new term product. We just released it about 2 weeks ago. It's a simplified issue product with an instant decision. So let's go through it real quick. And then on the back end, after we do the term product, I'm going to talk to you just real quickly about our final expense as well as our prime term to 100. So without further ado, here we go. Everyone always asks me, Prosperity Life Group, you know, I'm out there all the time looking for it. I can't really find it. Well, Prosperity, it's really an umbrella. We own a multitude of insurance companies underneath of that umbrella. So Prosperity is really the holding company. The ones that you're probably most familiar with is the SBLI, the Shenandoah Life, as well as SUSA. They're the 3 brands or the 3 product providers. We have been around for over 100 years. We are licensed in 49 states across the country, and we are rated A- as a carrier. So let's dive in real quickly into the Family Freedom Term. What do we have? It is a simplified issue term policy for ages 18 through 75, 50,000 to 500,000. There are no medical exams, and it's an easy e-application. What are we going to utilize from an underwriting standpoint? We're going to look to some third-party information. There's going to be a height weight table, always answers to the medical questions, and every now and then we may refer some off the home office for additional review. But really the way this product is designed is to give you, the agent, an answer when you're sitting with your client. It's really an accept reject type underwriting with some third-party information. On the level benefits or the level term periods, we're going to be able to sell, or you're going to be able to sell pretty much any duration, a 10, a 15, 20, 25, or a 30. There is a convertibility on this policy. It's either the earlier of the 10th anniversary of the policy or the insured 75th birthday, whichever happens first. If that isn't enough, we also include the living benefit riders at no additional premium. That would give you the terminal, the critical, and the chronic, and they're included with the product. So why would you even think about selling this particular product? That instant decision that you're going to get in most cases, we believe is a game changer. No more having to worry 14, 20, 30 days before underwriting gives you an answer. No more having to drive 2-3 hours for a term case and then to find out that it gets issued other than applied for. We're going to give you the ability to sell this, get an instant decision, either on a face-to-face sale on an electronic e-app, or we just released yesterday the non-face-to-face or over the telephone sale. So really, this product gives you, the agent, all of the flexibility on how you want to present it to a client. There are some additional riders at additional premium, an accidental death benefit rider that you can sell up to $250,000. I'll show you how that works in a minute or two. There is a waiver of premium for disability, and there is a child or a grandchild term rider. In addition, this product now is available for our quarterly agent sales bonus. And why don't we just tell you exactly what that looks like? So here's what we do. Every single quarter, we run an agent sales bonus. All three products that we're going to talk about today are included in that agent sales bonus. You can sell 1, 2, 3, or any combination to qualify. The way you get there is you have to have $25,000 of settled premium in a quarter. Once you do that, we will pay a 10% bonus back to $1, and we do that every quarter. Now, the good thing about this, folks, is there is no cap on this. The more you sell with Prosperity, the more you can earn in that agent bonus. Where is Family Freedom not available? These 10 states is where the product is currently not available. The ones that jump out to most folks is California and Pennsylvania, but it is not available currently in California, Connecticut, Hawaii, Maine, Montana, New Hampshire, New York, North Dakota, Pennsylvania, and South Dakota. We are actively filing it in each one of these states. We do anticipate getting approval. California, just a little sidebar, would not approve the living benefit riders, so we do need to refile it without it. Pennsylvania will probably be the next state that we release, and that's probably a month or two away from that happening. But everywhere else in the country, it is available. So this just gives you a quick chart as to the ages and the face amounts that you can sell, as well as the level term options that the client can qualify for. So real simple, 18 to 45 can pretty much buy anything. They can buy any face amount, they can buy any term, and then it just drops down as they get older. 46 to 55, they can go up to 400K, and they can go to the 25-year term. Age 65, up to 250,000, and to the 20-year term. And then up to 75 years old, they can qualify as much as $100,000 face with a 10-year term. The plan does expire at age 100. The risk rate class, the plan is a simplified issue, approved or declined. It's a male-female rate, and there is a tobacco classification, tobacco or nicotine in any form. And we'll kind of go over that in a few moments. Premiums again are based on the issue age, the gender, the tobacco or nicotine class, and they're fixed throughout the entire term period. You can, or your client can pay for this product pretty much any way they want. The most popular, obviously, is the EFT on a monthly basis. And that EFT on a monthly does qualify for advanced commissions, if that's something that interests you. There's the modal factors. No one really cares about modal factors any longer. This is already included when you run a quote, so no one really knows what those are or asks for them anymore. The question that we do get, is there a policy fee and is it commissionable? And obviously the answer to that is yes, it's $80 and we do pay commissions on it. Real quickly, from an underwriting perspective, again, except recheck, we're going to do the height, weight, the health questions, MVR, MIB, the script check, and anything above $250,000, we're going to do one more piece of underwriting, and that's the true risk life. And that's really a credit score more than anything. And it just looks at the credit worthiness of the actual client above 250. We're going to be utilizing our Aptical point of sale process. That's the electronic application. And if you're familiar with us and you sell our final expense, it's basically the same process that you're utilizing for the final expense plan. So let's look real quickly on the accelerated death benefits or the living benefit riders that come along with it. The terminal illness, it's 90, if you want to accelerate, it's a one-time benefit up to 95% of the base policy. And obviously it's 12 months or less diagnosis that would give them the ability to accelerate. On the critical and the chronic, this works a little bit differently than some of the other carriers out there. On the critical illness benefit, if they qualify heart attack, stroke, cancer, kidney failure, major organ transplant, and we also included the ALS diagnosis, the client can accelerate up to 25% of the base policy, but a little bit different with us, they can accelerate it multiple times inside the contract. They can do it once a calendar year, and there must be 180 days between elections. So if you had a $100,000 policy of a client got diagnosed with a heart attack, they can accelerate 25% or $25,000. A year later, if they were to develop another condition, they could accelerate another $25,000 of the remaining $75,000. They can continue to do that until they exhaust the death benefit. And it's the same scenario on the chronic illness. So a little bit different. It gives them a little bit more flexibility in the policy. It's not an all one-time benefit. It can be multiple occurrences. The accidental death benefit rider, as we talked about, this is limited to $250,000. So it's a dollar for dollar benefit. If someone was to purchase a $100,000 term product, they could buy the accidental death benefit. Their accidental death benefit would be $100,000. So in that scenario, if they were to die in an accidental death, they would have a $200,000 death benefit. If you had a client that purchased a $500,000 term policy, we would cap the accidental death benefit rider at $250,000. So in that example, the total payout could be $750,000. We do offer the waiver on total disability. And as I said, we do have the child or the grandchild term rider. They elect $5,000, $10,000, or $15,000 at issue. It does expire at the child's age 21, and it does expire at the insured's age of 65. So everything I just went over, we put in a nice handy chart for you. Again, it shows you all the issue ages, the coverage amounts they can purchase, the term periods that are available, and the riders that are available depending upon their age. We do have a height weight chart as well, and we do have the smoking question. What you'll see by looking at that bill chart, we have an incredibly generous height weight chart. So at a 6'2" individual can be as light as 127 pounds and as heavy as 302. So again, very, very generous when it comes to the height weight. They need to fit within that minimum maximum on the height weight chart. And I will bring your attention to the smoker and the nicotine question. It's any form of nicotine or tobacco in the last 36 months. And that includes cigarettes, e-cigarettes, vaping, cigars, pipe, tobacco, chewing tobacco, snuff. All of those would be considered tobacco or nicotine. We've also included a cheat sheet, and really this is just a way for you, the agent, to kind of look and know If the client has any of these conditions in the time frames, they would be an automatic decline. So it gives you an idea up front when you're meeting with your client or before to really know where they're going to stack out for this particular policy. Again, the goal of this policy is to be able to get it issued and give you a decision at time of sale. So a little bit of upfront underwriting will make your life a lot easier as well as the clients. We put the slide in here, and again, just to reiterate what I just said, if you find your client has any of the issues that you saw on the previous slide, don't even continue. Don't send them through the process. They're probably not going to qualify for this product. There would be another product that you may want to flip to, and that obviously gives you the ability to be able to give them a decision and move on to the next opportunity. The application process is going to be through our Aptical, which is our live app site. Again, if you've sold us in the past, this is the exact same process that we use for our final expense products. So it'll look very, very familiar. Again, a very easy step-by-step process. We're going to show you a couple screens, but for time, I'm not going to go through the entire app. But you will have the ability to have this presentation on demand whenever you do need it. So to start the e-process, you're just going to go out. Again, you're going to select the company, which is Prosperity Life. The first product that's going to pop up underneath the product on that drop-down box is going to be the Family Freedom Term. You put in some information, you hit Rate Calculator. Once you put in all the parameters as to age, date of birth, male, female, how much the client wants, you're going to hit calculate, and it's going to give you all of the products or all of the face amounts and term periods that the client qualifies for. It's as easy as selecting whichever one you want. And now you're going to just go right into the application process. So for time's sake, we're not going to go through every screen, but you've probably seen these if you've done an e-app in the past. It's just really collecting all the information, collecting the signatures, the HIPAA information, and then really just flowing into the medical questions. The slide I showed you before, which was the cheat sheet for the agents, is essentially all of these medical questions broken out into one slide. And again, you're just going through and looking for answers. Obviously, all no answers is going to get the decision instantly, and the client will qualify. This is going to be your getting your decision or your home screen. We're going to give you the RGA score, and that's really just the score for RX and MIB. Anything that's going to be 6 and down to 0 is going to be an automatic approval. Anything 7 to 8 more than likely is going to be a referral off the home office for additional information. Anything that's a 9-10 is going to be a straight out decline. Again, go through a couple screens. And then I point to the summary screen. This is one of the last screens before you hit submit. It gives you a summary of everything that you just went through with the client. It's a 10-year term, $200,000, $200,000 of ADB. It's a child rider. There's no waiver. And then the monthly premium that they've agreed to pay. Once you're happy with all of that, we're going to pick which way the client would like to pay for it. You're going to give some information. And then we get to the very important screen here. One more, this one. This screen a lot of times will trip agents up. The finish button at the bottom must be selected. If you do not click the finish button, this application is not finished. It is not transported back to us in home office. If you do not hit the finish button, at 24-hour point, we will send you an email reminding you that you haven't done it. We will also send you another one at the 48-hour point. At the 72-hour point, we will close out the case and it's wiped from the system. So please, 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 if you want to submit the case, hit that finish button. That'll get it into underwriting. What happens once you hit the finish button? Electronically, it's sent to us. We're going to process it the next business day. Once that application is approved, we're going to send out all of the information to the client, either via email or regular mail. Within 2 days, this policy will will be out in your agent portal for you to look at if there's any outstanding requirements, whatever you would need, if it shows that it's been issued or issue paid. Everything's going to be out in the agent portal for you within 2 business days. This is a look of what our agent portal looks like. I know every carrier in the world tells you their website's the greatest thing in the world. This is very, very helpful. It does have all the information that you would need. This is where you can start running your applications, any of the presentations that we talk about, that resource tab at the bottom left-hand corner. That's where all the PowerPoints are, all the marketing materials, everything that you need from Prosperity is going to be contained on that particular bullet, as well as anything you need to do to run your business will always be out there for you. Now, these are all the information that the legal folks make us talk about every time we do a presentation. So if you're ever bored and you'd like to read them and go to sleep real quickly, then you may be able to do that there. So real quickly, that is our new term product that we have out on the street. Again, from a summary standpoint, remember it's 18 to 75, 50 to 500,000, simplified e-app with an instant decision, either face-to-face or non-face-to-face. So really giving you a great product, a lot of flexibility, and remember, we have those living benefits that are included with the product. Now, if we can just jump over real quickly to, we've got 2 other products that I'd really like to talk to you about today. And if I can get them without, if I can grab them. Okay. So as I said before, we have got prime term to 100. Essentially what I call it is, it's as close to a guaranteed issue product as you can get for a final expense without it truly being a guaranteed issue product. So the way it works, it's a term product with a 20-year term product that goes to age 100. After the 20th year, it is a decreasing term product to age 100. The minimum or maximum issue ages are 40 to 80, up to $30,000, and it starts at $50,000. We do a 3-year schedule for the death benefit. Year 1, it's a return of premium plus 15%. Year 2, it's 30%. Year 3, it's 60%. And then there's different payouts at the older ages, 40%, 75 through 80, and 70%, 75 through 80. After the 3rd policy year, it is the actual face amount. The underwriting is really the best part of this particular product. There's no medical exams, there's no APS, there's no testing. The only underwriting is acceptance based on 3 medical questions, an MIB and a prescription drug check. So what are those 3 questions? Real simple. The first one is, in the last 2 years, have you, the client, been confined or been advised by a licensed medical professional to be admitted to a nursing home, hospice, extended care, treatment facility, are currently using oxygen to assist in breathing, or do you need any help with any of your 6 ADLs? The second question is, in the last 2 years, have you had heart attack, cancer, or stroke? Do you have congested heart failure, Alzheimer's, or dementia, or undergone a major organ transplant? But the key to that question is, have you been diagnosed with any of those? Not, are you currently under treatment? Have you been diagnosed? So you could have had a heart attack. You could be you could be taking medication or under treatment and still qualify for this particular product. The third question is, has a medical professional diagnosed you with less than 24 months to live? If your client can say no to those 3 questions, they're going to more than likely qualify for this product. The guaranteed issue products that are out there, 60% of the customers that are buying those products would qualify for this prime term to 100. In most cases, they're going to have a better death benefit, and you, the agent, are going to be paid much better than what you would on a typical guaranteed issue product. So please take a look at this product. Again, it is out on that agent portal. We do have a presentation for it as well that you can look at and give you all the additional information. But a great alternative before you just jump to a guaranteed issue. The last product we offer final expense. And really, again, there's not a whole lot of time, so I don't want to go through the whole product with you, but I'll give you the highlights. It's 50 to 80. We offer a level graded and a modified. 15,000 is the minimum, 35,000 is the max. The big thing with us is we're incredibly diabetic friendly. The majority of clients would on a diabetic scenario could qualify with us for a level plan. What we're really looking for to decide if they're level graded or modified is complications when it comes to the diabetes. We're not asking when did insulin start. We don't ask those questions. We're really focused on the complications. So again, the majority of those diabetic that are in good order and don't have complications are probably going to be level with us. But we do, again, as I said, we do offer the level graded and modified. One of the big advantages with us, unlike some other carriers, we do not adjust commissions for you, the agent, depending upon which product you sell with us. So if you sell a graded or modified with us, you have the exact same commission across the board. We also do not cap commissions at the older ages. We pay the same comp across the board. So again, very simple, very user, very agent friendly on this particular product. We do accept Direct Express on all of our products as well as this one. We do follow the Social Security monthly calendar. So we tend to have a much better persistency. When your client gets paid, we can deduct immediately what their monthly premiums would be. And that helps to keep those products in force on an ongoing basis. So that gives you real quickly a synopsis on the products. Again, all of these products are available out on that resource tab for you to look at any point. All the presentations are out. And again, I look forward to hopefully in the future being able to give you much more detail. And hopefully I'll see everybody at the agent event that's coming up here in April. And I'd be more than happy to go over each and every one of these products with you in much more detail. So with that, I'll hand it back, and if there's any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them.
Yeah, we have a few minutes here. Andrew, any questions that came in we can get Jamie to answer, or is it everything pretty black and white and we can get back to everyone after the call?
Yep, most of them were answered as we were going along. I did have a couple agents ask about your voice signature process. I know you touched on Aptical, but just to confirm, the client can do a voice signature, meaning there's no email or any, it's all done over the phone, correct?
Well, it's a little bit different per product. Okay, so for the new term product, it's going to be like a DocuSign process. We call it Hello Sign. On the final expense and the prime term, they have the ability to send it. We just released the term product. We don't have that ability on the new term product, but on the other two final expense, you do have that ability.
Excellent.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Anything else, Andrew, before we let Jamie go?
Yep. Just most of the questions are centered around state availability. So we have some agents. I know you said your products are in 49 states, but with your new term, there was like 10 states that it's not in. So New York and New Jersey are coming up a lot. So I just wanted to confirm, just to make sure that we just went past that slide.
Right. The new product is not available in New York yet. It is available in New Jersey.
And the other two?
They are.
Andrew, we'll send out a state.
They are available in New York, but it's under a different. It's called Golden Promise. The final expense product is in New York under Golden Promise, but it's available pretty much everywhere. The actual final expense product is available pretty much everywhere in the country.
And we have a state approval sheet that will include in the thank you email as well. So we'll get all of that handled. Okay, Andrew, anything else before we wrap this up?
That looks like everything.
Okay. All right. So let's move on. Jamie, great job. We appreciate it. Now everyone can see why we're so excited about this, and that's number 18 that we've said the word excited. So some great niche products here that fill a gap, and commissions are awesome. Advance available. The 10% bonus is big. So get comfortable with the process. We're here to help you as well. We have a couple more things that we're going to touch on quickly, and then we're going to have our question of the day right before we wrap up at 3 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you are focusing, get your little fingers ready on the keyboard because you got to be first to answer correctly. So we're going to do that in less than 10 minutes here. Okay, so Andrew, can we mute the lines, please? I'm getting a little background noise there. Okay, so real fast, and again, we're going to include these pieces as well in the thank you email, but this is like a cheat sheet. So if you are working leads, you're selling over the phone, and you want to know, right, what are all the simplified issue and guaranteed issue product options at Levinson? So we put together this spreadsheet, and it is updated to 2022, so everything's current. And we have everything from face amounts, underwriting, issue ages, everything you need to know literally in seconds. So that's a very good resource for you all. A couple niches here that I want to touch on quickly. Left-hand side, if you're looking for like the least expensive term, Pac Life is a great option. They have that smooth sailing program, no exam, ages 50 to 69. Foresters just came out with a new impaired risk strong foundation product, non-med, up to age 80, which is huge with 6 built-in tables. Okay, so another big one, instant issue term. Now, what's different and why I love this product as well is because it's 100% direct to consumer. So what that means, you have your Insure Me Now direct site up, or you're working with a group or association, you can literally drive everyone to your website. They can quote, apply, get approved, save policy in less than 10 minutes flat with zero agent involvement. Just under that, we have a new platform that just rolled out with Prudential, no exam to $5 million, which that's a first, literally, in the brokerage space. So that's a big one. On the bottom, we have simplified issue premium finance that just opened back up with Allianz. And then, of course, LSW up to $3 million. So you get your pick, premium finance, non-med up to $3 million, Allianz or LSW. Also, keep in mind with premium finance, I don't know if you remember this, but years ago, your client had to make, let's say, $500,000, $800,000 a year and have a net worth of $5 million. Now, $100,000 minimum, $1 million of net worth minimum to get in the door. Okay, so that takes your consumer bucket and opens it wide open for more opportunities. So think about that. Make sure you write down that note. All right, let's move forward real fast. I want to talk about some of the latest guaranteed issue and simplified issue products. Obviously, Prosperity is a big one, which we just touched on. AIG, we're rolling out the new guaranteed issue to $35,000. Assurity now. I like this option as well because they have a direct-to-consumer piece. And what's neat about Assurity, all of these products come with the free Sage Scholarship Program, and so does Foresters on the right-hand side. That's that same strong foundation product I just mentioned, another impaired risk term product, great commissions, scholarship approved. All the way to the right is SureBridge. Now, again, SureBridge is part of our Insure Me Now Direct platform. All of these products you can either package in on one e-app, and again, 100% direct to consumer, or the consumer can just pick, let's say, critical illness or disability. And think about this for a second. They have straight guaranteed issue, accident, and disability on the direct-to-consumer SureBridge platform, okay, which also can be sold through Insure Me Now Direct. And think about this now. The new term product by SureBridge is going to be added, and we're going to launch it at the April 8th Expo. So what that means is your consumer can go on your site. They can literally buy from SureBridge, okay, while you're sleeping, a critical illness, an accident plan, and a term life plan, right, just by checking a box filling out one e-application, which takes a few minutes, okay, getting approved instantly, printing, saving, policy, done, and some of those products even have renewals and your agent of record. There's no referral fees here. So that's another big opportunity for some agents working in these niche markets. So I love that, especially if you're working on, let's say, Facebook ads, or you're driving traffic through SEO, search engine optimization, or using LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is. I love that stuff because it's quick and easy, especially for the younger and healthier consumers. Okay, so moving forward, if you want to start quoting final expense and you want to include prosperity on your next quote, very simple. We have a built-in final expense quoting engine, or you can use our term and perm quote engine from both our website, our main Levinson and Associates.com website, or the mobile app. Again, remember I told you, make sure that mobile app is on your phone now. You're going to love this thing, okay? And it works exactly the same way. Doesn't matter if it's your iPhone, Android, or if you're sitting at a desktop. 1, 2, 3, everything real-time fashion. Let's move forward here. The Bill Levinson Experience podcast. We have Mr. Kerry Levinson as our next guest speaker. Me and Kerry are going to go back and forth. We're going to rant. We're going to talk about how it was selling in the old days compared to how it is today. What are some nuggets and sales strategies our agents can use, right, to grow in 2022? We're going to share some new tips, technology, secret sauce, all the above. And then, of course, another big one. We have the former official speaker of the Miami Heat, who is now a certified financial planner with Levinson. So he's our guest speaker for March. So some great podcasts coming up on the left side. Okay, if you're talking about direct-to-consumer term, instant decision, I interviewed the Chief Distribution Officer at Bestow, Mr. Stephen Robinson, and we go back and forth for an hour. We talk about the new way term life insurance is sold, another great podcast episode. And these are all nuggets and ways for you to learn and innovate, right, and get up to speed with the latest and greatest tech and products. Okay, let's move forward. Just about done here, by the way. I know it's 4 minutes until the hour, so real fast, upcoming agent training events is what you're on right now. So if you say, you know what, Bill, I want to dive into Agency Automator, where I can access millions and millions of consumers because I want to start dripping on them and sending these marketing pieces and videos out, and you want to use Agency Automator for recruiting, let's say. Maybe you want to get the message out to other agents and build your own downline. Okay, no problem. Every single day of the week at 2 p.m. Eastern, we host a different part of our Agency Automator platform. We even have the annuity Agency Automator that's just out. So some really cool stuff. And then highlighted in blue there on the bottom, those are our live weekly training webinars. The next one, we're rolling out the latest annuity lead program that is exclusive by Levinson with co-op discounts. So I would take advantage of that if you want to start selling annuities. It doesn't matter if you're a rookie or a veteran. This is a great way, right? Think about this for a second, right? You're focused on final expense term for the last 22 and a half years, and you've been referring out annuity business to your neighbor Bob down the street. Well, now, leveraging Levinson's resources, our marketing team, they will do everything for you. If you have a possible client, right, that wants to talk about investing in one of our indexed annuities, let's say. So everything is here for you. All you have to do literally is get the door open, call us. We'll put all the pieces together. You go back out, sell it, make it happen, done. That's it. That is our platform in a nutshell on the life and the annuity side. So it's up to you now to dive in, learn, innovate, and put your right foot down on the gas pedal. Make it happen. Let's go to the last slide in our question of the day. This is my favorite part. Love this. That's me and my mom there in that picture. And I think the quote is the most important part. Try being grateful today. Try being grateful today for who you are and what you have versus upset about who you think you should be and what you feel you deserve, right? I think we all get so caught up in that. And, you know, if you're happy, healthy, right, you're doing great, supporting your family, it's okay to love yourself, right? And then obviously you want to innovate and grow, but where you are today, wonderful. Okay, there's so much going on in the world right now. It's time to be appreciative and grateful for who you are. Let's end with our question of the day. So make sure your little fingers are on your keyboard and you are ready to go, right? Hopefully we pick your name. Whoever answers first incorrectly wins. I'm going to ask a real quick question. There's going to be a quick answer to this question. Are you ready? What is the AM Best rating for Prosperity Life Insurance Company? I said it once, and Jamie said it once. Tell me what the AM Best rating is, and you win the new Fire 8 tablet plus the Mary Reed Distribution Solutions prospecting book. Andrew, do we have a winner?
We do. Cheryl H. Cheryl H. from Florida is first.
Cheryl H., congratulations. It's A- rated by AM Best for Prosperity. With that said, let's all have a wonderful rest of the week, a great weekend, good selling. Please don't hesitate to reach out for anything and keep your eyes peeled for that thank you email, and that will have everything that we discussed today. And again, we're here for you every step of the way. Let's be grateful and appreciate every single day we get up in the morning, literally. Okay, be grateful and everything will come. Take care and great selling once again.